Mainland Southeast Asia is largely rural. Most people are farmers who live in small villages and work long hours. Most farm work is done by hand or using traditional methods. Farmers grow rice on fertile slopes and along rivers or on terraced shelves of land. The wet tropical climate enables the farmers there to grow 2 or 3 crops a year. Most rural people live in the area's fertile river valleys and deltas, which have the best farmland. A delta is an area of fertile land around the mouth of a river. A few people live in remote villages and in the rugged, forested landscapes. These areas have poor soils and make farming difficult. Many of the people who live there belong to small ethnic groups known as hill peoples. Although most people live in rural areas, mainland Southeast Asia has several very large cities. Most are growing rapidly as people move to them for work. Rapid growth has led to crowding and pollution. In these cities, you'll find bicycles, scooters, cars, and pedestrians all crowded on the city streets. Smog hangs in the air and pollution is rampant. Skyscrapers tower over huts and cars zip past pedicabs, or taxis that are pedaled by bikes. Myanmar lies south of China on the Bay of Bengal. Also known as Burma, the country gained independence from Great Britain in 1948. The capital is Yangon, also known as Rangoon, and the administrative capital is Nai Pai Dao. Most people in Myanmar are Burmese. Many people live in small villages and farm, and houses are built on stilts. Buddhism is the country's main religion, and village life often centers around Buddhist monasteries. Myanmar's poor history of human rights has isolated the country and hurt its economy. Some countries, such as the United States, won't trade with Myanmar. Despite its rich natural resources such as oil, timber, metals, jade, and gems, Myanmar and most of its people remain poor. To the southwest of Malaysia is Thailand. Thailand was once known as Siam. The capital and largest city of Thailand is Bangkok. It's a modern and crowded place. Bangkok is known for its many spectacular palaces and Buddhist wats. The city is also famous for its klongs, or canals. Klongs are used to transport and trade and to drain floodwater out of the city. Thailand is a constitutional monarchy with a king that serves as a ceremonial head of state. It also has a prime minister and elective legislature. It's a democracy, and its elected government and rich resources have led it to have an economy that is growing and healthy. Industry, farming, fishing, mining, and tourism fuel its growth. Farms produce rice, pineapples, and rubber. Factories produce computers, textiles, and electronics. Culturally, its magnificent Buddhist wats and unspoiled beaches draw tourists. Cambodia lies to the northeast of the Gulf of Thailand. Phnom Penh, the capital and chief city, is located along the Mekong River Valley and is the center of trade. Cambodia is finally emerging from some 20 years of war, terror, and devastation. Today, the country has a stable elected government designed similar to Thailand's. Years of conflict, though, have left their mark. Farming has improved and the country is building its industry, but it remains poor, and land mines and other remnants of war have left the country battered. Laos is a landlocked country with rugged mountains, and as a result, it's poor and underdeveloped. It has limited electricity or railroads. The communist government of Laos has been increasing economic freedoms in the hope that it would improve the economy. Even so, Laos remains the poorest country in the region. The economy is based on farming, but good farmland is limited, and most people are subsistence farmers, which mean they only grow enough food for their families. Like Laos, Vietnam is rugged and mountainous. The capital, Hanoi, is located in the north in the Hong River Delta. The largest city, Ho Chi Minh, is in the south on the Mekong Delta. Vietnam's communist government has been allowing more economic freedom and private business. As a result, the changes have helped the economy to grow. Most people still farm, but industry and services are expanding, especially fishing and mining.